Well, lovey, darling, come and go with me. Come home with me, baby, yonder sea. I need you, darling, so come go with me.
Hey guys, it's Mitch here without Miranda. I couldn't get into the US. I was denied for the third time for my holiday visa. It appears that I'm a very high risk of being an illegal immigrant to the US, and I can't prove otherwise. The immigration guy didn't really give me much information, but what he did basically say was that nothing had changed since my original application. And the interview literally lasted like 30 seconds to a minute. It was one or two questions, and that's it. He'd already sort of made his mind up about it, and yeah, I guess I was unprepared, and I hadn't really looked at the requirements, or I hadn't taken the requirements seriously as to what I need to show them to prove that I'm not going to illegally immigrate to the US. And I don't have anything to prove that I'm not either. I'm a freelance writer. I do all my work online. I don't have a full-time job, and I don't want to get a full-time job. I rent an apartment. I don't want to buy an apartment. I'm not in any rental contract that ties me in for a year. I like to keep it fairly flexible. I don't have anything holding me to where I am at the moment. But the positive is that I'm closer, as close as I'm gonna get to America anyway. If I had a visa or was able to get a visa, it's only an hour and a half's drive from Vancouver to the nearest American city, Seattle. But I can't get a visa, and I can't cross the US border, and I don't think I ever will be able to cross the US border. So where does this leave Miranda and I? We are still together. It's nothing really has changed apart from not seeing her anymore in person, because she's obviously in America with her family for Christmas, and I'm in Vancouver with one of my good friends, Chris, who moved here a few months back, to see him for Christmas, to also be close to Miranda so that she can come up and see me in Canada when she has the money and the time to do so. I'll be moving to Toronto, which is going to be a lot easier and cheaper for her to come up and see me, and hopefully we'll still see each other every 3 or 4 weeks for a few days. But it's going to be a lot harder now. So yeah, I was struggling quite a lot when I first got here, and I called Miranda, and we talked it out, and she's been extremely supportive in her relationship with me, and in helping me see that we are meant to be together, and that despite the obstacles that seemingly are holding us apart and getting in our way, that we will be together, and that we are right for each other. And I never thought I'd be in a long distance relationship. I never thought that I would ever meet someone that would warrant being in a long distance relationship. I never really understood it, to be honest. I never really understood relationships or why you would be exclusive with someone, because there's just that much out there to enjoy and experience. But when I met Miranda, all of that changed, and she fulfilled every expectation that I had and every want that I had, and still does so to this very day, despite having not seen her now for almost a week. I'm still just as happy as I was when I left her in Australia, when we left each other. In Australia, I took my relationship with Miranda for granted, and I didn't really value it as much as I do now. And I think being apart and having lost someone, or not being able to see someone for a long period of time, it's really shown me and proven to me my love for her. So I am happy, very hard for me to say that, to have this put up online, and to show people that I do have some weak moments and some low moments and some moments where I cry and I feel sad and I feel depressed, as well as feeling happy, because 99% of the time I'm a very happy person, and I really don't like to feel sad or anything other than happiness. So I've got a little surprise for Miranda, and I haven't really told her about this, and I haven't really told anyone else about this. And I really never liked, and I don't like seeing her unhappy. And I much prefer to always have her be happy and be herself around me. Because being unhappy is not really who she is. She's a very happy person, and I love that about her. And I also love that she gets, unhappy and sad and emotional. That's all cool. But I love it when she's happy and smiling and laughing. So I've sent her a few presents in the post, and I hope she likes them. Some of them are pretty silly, but yeah. And they're all going to come a few days apart until she leaves. And hopefully by the time that she leaves, she'll be in a much better happy mood. And it will just make her stay with the family a little bit easier as well. So yeah, look out for those in the mail, babe, and I'll see you in a few weeks.